So let me take out your question, Ariu. See, the first thing what you're asking me is like this. Your question, 1 second. Uh, Regarding my question yesterday about whether Brahma would be a man, I think I got this from below. So what you're saying from the Bahudhatuka Sutta, Atha Nametam Anavakaso Yam Iti Sakatam Karaya Maratam Karaya Brahmatam Karaya Netam Thanam Vijjati Iti Pajanati Thananchakho Etam Vijjati Yam Puriso Sakatam Karaya Maratam Karaya Brahmatam Karaya Thanametam Vijjati Iti Pajanati. So, are you to understand this in a proper way? What is a sperm? What's a sperm? A sperm is one which gives life. Isn't that a creator? Or it's not? Can a female create life? Or can a female sustain life? And the answer is the female sustains life, not create life. You give the sperm, she gives the egg, the sperm eats the egg, and then lands up in the uterus, and then the Gandhabba enters. That's how it works. So the question asked is, can a Ithi woman be able to create something like this? And the answer is no. Kareya. Can it happen? Can it be made possible? So we need to understand it in a very proper sense, that why Mara, Brahma and all of this cannot be a woman. Now, second thing is that what is Brahma? Now, while you are living, while you are having human form, you can go to the Brahma Vihara. Now, even a woman can go to the Brahma Vihara. Now, what happens? That female will lose the feminine characteristics once out of the body. The Iti Indriya will not be there. And like we saw yesterday, all the beings will then go to the Abhasara realm. So there's nothing called as a sexual union or sex or genders and all that. We went through it. I don't know why are you getting confused with it, because if everyone goes to the Abhasara realm, including animals, including birds, including the Niraya people, including Devas and all of that, because it contracts somewhat. So basically, if everything is contracting, there's nothing called as a sexual and asexual and all of that. Simple. So from there, an empty mansion appears. That's what we read. We went through yesterday. So if you are in confusion that Brahma is above in the Abhasara or below or whatever, go through the sutta carefully. He very clearly says an empty Brahma Vimana means Vimana is a vehicle, so it appears. Or they name it as Brahma Mansion. Fair. So there this being, due to the ending of the lifespan or the punya or the abhasara, he is given all the three. This being enters. So here's a question of having sexual thing there. There's nothing like that. Now they keep on coming down and down and down and down to a stage when they first time have sex, and that is there in Aganna Sutta. So people start hitting them, you filthy, because you're not supposed to do it, right? So there's ithi indriya gets developed when it comes so low. Yes.
So these being in the Aganya Sutta, where they have sex, these are already manusa, right? These are humans.
Don't worry about it whether humans, devas, or this idiot, that idiot. Don't forget about it. Just make it as being, because the more you put a tag to it, it gets complicated, because now you don't know whether he's talking about humans. So devas, will they have sex? Is a question you're going to get. Don't do that. Just go by the being. Satta. Satta means being. Just be with that. It helps a lot.
I thought you said there has to be a physical form and a womb for these, or these, like a...
And you just leave it there, because there is no way to disprove it, there is no way to prove it. Then what happens, Haryu, is that it becomes an obstacle, because until you know it, you can't proceed with it. So just use the word satta, a being. The being is coming down and down and down and down and down, develops a sexual body. That's it. Whether it's a human body or whichever body, I don't know. Just make it like that. When will you come to know, if that is a question? When you reach a particular state in Dhamma, it becomes very clear to you. No matter how much I say it, unless you experience it, you will always have this question that what is this? What? Because we are inquisitive people, and all humans, not only humans, all devas, including Brahma level, if you take, is inquisitive. It's good to be inquisitive. We are inquirers. We want to inquire. And that inquiring ability starts from Brahma realm, and that's called Mimamsa, or in Pali, Vimamsa. So Vimamsa is one of the Iddhipada. Vimamsa, Iddhipada, that is there with us. We should have it. So Aryu, you need to inquire. You need to probe. Perfectly fine. But not at this stage, because we have not seen a single deva in our life. So first, let's go through the entire realm of experience ourselves, first-hand experience, like I did few years ago, gone through each one of them. So I know what Buddha is saying is correct. Till that time, it's fabrication of whatever I've read or heard or what else. It gets me confused. What is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? Nothing wrong in it, but you will not get a satisfactory answer. That's my 2 cents of it. And we need to have it. I'm not disputing it. Another thing we can do, when I'm there, anyway, we can't be doing meditation all the time, but we should be on Dhamma all the time. So we can take these subjects, and then when you're there with me, next to me, it's easy to explain to you using some simile from that place, instead of these video things where it gets muddled up. And the more I explain to you, the worse it gets, because I am not able to demonstrate, and these things cannot be demonstrated either, right? So it unnecessarily hurts you. So you keep it. Don't erase it off, saying that okay, be inquisitive, be explorative, be inquirer. Perfectly fine. Be curious. I love your curiosity. I accept it. So keep the curiosity going, but don't get over curious that why this way, like what you have said. It's very simple at you. From that level, there's nothing called sex. There's nothing called as female and a male. So what Buddha is explaining there is that Who is creating what? Can you tell me that? And then the male creates, the female doesn't create. It's simple as that. And another thing about a female, can she keep her egg with her? No, it would be flushed out. Called as menstrual cycle. So that female cannot retain it. Even though if she wants to retain it, she can't. Whereas a man, the sperms, if he doesn't abuse it, it stays for hundreds of years. And what's a female? Starts at 11, 9 years, let's say the earliest, till 50, 52. That's it. Gone. Then that female body is a trash. It doesn't do anything. Her life is a waste, actually, if you see, because she doesn't do anything except for taking care of the family or whatever it is, or her job or profession or whatever it is. See, you see how the body changes in a man and a woman. If you really see, initially the girl grows faster, the man goes slower. Okay, and she keeps on growing faster. And you see this, when she becomes pregnant, does a male also become fat? Just because a woman is pregnant, her body is changing, man also undergoes that? No. Right? And her body goes through a complete transformation from what it was before and what it is now. So let's say she had one child, and after that, same problem when she has a second child or third child, or how many of her children. After menopause, the body starts to disintegrate faster. So what happens? She'll get arthritis. All the flesh here will be flabby. If you've seen any woman at 50, and there will be flabby here, flabby here, flabby here, sagging of breast, and the whole body goes through enormous kind of misshape. Now she can't do anything about it. Hold it. So what Buddha is asking in that one thing what you have sent to me is, can it be possible that it can become like that? And the answer is no. Who is creating whom? Is the female creating the life? And if the answer is yes, then it is true. Even take a butterfly, take an insect, doesn't work that way at all. You see ant. If you look at the ant, the female ant, it keeps on laying eggs. And the male is supposed to bring food to the female. You take a cockroach, you take honeybee, same thing. Queen, they call it as a queen. And the queen job is what? Just keep on laying. And that's it. Now, nothing anybody can do about it, right? Let the feminists go and teach that female ant not to carry eggs. Not possible. So we need to understand Dhamma from the Dhamma point of view, not from whatever we think it should be. So a female is supposed to carry. So that's the reason she says, I'm carrying a baby. Will a man will come and say, hey, you know what, I'm carrying a baby? No, she carries. She is carrying eggs. The man doesn't carry any egg. And because he has creation, one of the word Brahma means to create. is able to create. You create. And hence it's called procreation. Why? Because you're able to create another life. So wasting sperm on the floor or anywhere is useless. So don't waste sperm because you are creating life. You don't understand. You already have a Brahma in you. So why the heck are you throwing it out? That's what he's asking there in that sutta, what you're saying. So he says, Iti means woman. Can she bake like this? She can't have a Mara. She can't be a Brahma. It's not possible. Only a male is possible. This is to whom is he saying? He is saying to a human. He's teaching him this is the difference of a woman, this is the difference of a man. If you're a man, don't do this. Because you see, it's not possible. Got the answer? Okay. Now, that's the reason in every sutta, in this, especially this sutta where we are taken, DN1, he talks about the Brahma, because that's the purest form of existence. That's the highest, purest form, because he thinks I need this, it comes. That's what he's saying. Let the being come and then, wow, there it goes. So now what does the person do? That's there in the next line. It says, this person who has come, look at it, and then he goes from home to homelessness. He becomes anagarika. Have you seen that? It's possible. Have you seen it? 1 second. Okay, so have you seen that? In that starting one, he says that because we see that he was born here first and we arrive later, and the being who was reborn first is more long-lived, beautiful, illustrious than those who arrive later. It's possible that one of the being passes away from the host and reborn in this place. Having done so, they go from lay life to homelessness. Agarasma anagariyam pabbajjati. So basically, Ariu, it's a good thing that I put my name as Anagarika, from home to homeless. Okay, why? You see there what he says? He goes from home to homeless. Anagaram, anagarika. Agaram, anagarika. Agarasma anagariyam pabbajati. Agarasma anagariyam pabbajjato samano atappa manvaya padhana manvaya anuyoga manvaya appamada manvaya samma manasikara manvaya tatharupam cheto samadhim pusati yatha samahite chitte tam pubbe nivasam anusarati tato parama nanusarati. So they get their past life, but not further, because it blocks. Just like in our case, we can see our human life and below life, but we might not be able to go back to Abhasara realm. So what you need to do to get it here is you have to become an anagarika. So come out of this home. This body is the home. Come out of it. Then it becomes beautiful. Okay, that was the first one. So then we go further. Yes, Veena.
I came late little bit. So you were telling that male can go for Brahma world and female can't go above Kamasugati Loka. You mean to say?
I think you have misunderstood it thoroughly. As a human, you can never go to Brahma world of existence. That's simple as that.
Yes. Right now we can't go after our demons.
After your demise, can you become a Brahma? If you are a female, you can never become a Brahma. That's what the Sutta says. The Sutta, what he has sent to me, is very clear in saying that a female Itti can never become a Brahma. Just like a female cannot become a Samma Sambuddha, in the
Yeah.
same way, this cannot
Uh-huh.
happen.
Only Kamasugati Loka. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And since you asked me this, from the Kama Sukhati Loka, they have to come back to the human existence, transform themselves into a male, and then they can go back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So, to another question, Purusa, what is it? Pura is city, indweller. Okay. In Pali, in Sanskrit, Pura means indweller, city, town, place to stay. Purisa is one who is staying. Normally, it resonates with a male because Pu means one who can create. So Pumsa is one who has ability to create life. And Ithi, the meaning of that is one who holds life. Okay. So that's another reason why Buddha never wanted a bhikkhuni sasana. Because it just keeps on holding. So when Ananda persisted and persisted and persisted and persisted, and then Buddha says, Ananda, because of this, the sasana will run short now. It will be there only for 500 years and not more. So, what Buddha says, consider Matungama woman as snake. Is there in the sutta. And there are many suttas where he says, one who goes with a woman goes to hell. Why? Because you will get an idea of procreation. Even in the Parinibbana Sutta, Ananda asks, give me a decisive answer on the woman. He says, Ananda, don't see. What if I have seen? Don't talk. What if I have spoken? Be mindful. That's it, what he says. He never says anything beyond that. Methuna Sutta, read it. You'll understand. So there's nothing against, but if you really deepen your thought process, since you have a procreation ability, it so happens you get the idea of procreating. And when you get a procreation idea, you'll start imagining the woman or the girl in the mind. You get dreams. And when you get dreams, it takes off energy. So there will be secretion coming out. The moment secretion comes out, the complete destruction has happened. So don't see a woman. Consider it like a snake. Or put whatever you want to tame your mind from going towards the woman. Simple. Because your job is to get into Abhasara realm of existence and not anything lower than that. So that's the practice. There's nothing wrong in being a girl. There's nothing wrong being in a woman. There's nothing wrong in that. Absolutely fair. But if you want to escape rebirth process, rebirth is happening where? Rebirth is happening in the womb. So if you don't want a womb existence, better leave the place which gets you the womb. Right? Isn't it right or is it wrong? It's the right thing to do. If you decide, I don't want to come in the womb of existence, so why are you going around women? That's what it is. Now, women, as you mean to say, I should not see women. See them like your mother. Simple. Every woman, from age 1 to age 100, woman is your mother. Over. Like in true sense, my wife Anjana is a mother for me. So I have two mothers at my home. One is her mother, one is this mother. Simple. So whether my wife is wearing a dress or she's not wearing any dress, it makes no difference to me. Because she's not my wife. And I'm 100% sure she's not my wife. Simple. And she's aware that she's not my wife. And she knows I am her son. Over. Yes, Veena.
By the way, the ladies can't go further, means at least in Kamasugati Loka we can, means Sotapanna can anywhere in human beings or Devaloka we can become, isn't it?
Veena,
to reach that.
Veena, let me answer to you. You can become an arhat in this life itself. You don't have to go all over the place, all over the Deva, the Brahma realm and come back.
Yeah, that is true. But how much merits we have on that basis only?
No, that is secondary. See, we are talking something else. You are asking something else.
Okay.
Okay. If your question is, can woman get liberation? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Can she get liberation in this life? And the answer is yes.
Okay.
But then, if you have an idea of getting into Brahma realm of existence, and the answer is no.
Yeah, I got that point. But how we have to try like becoming Harant or going
That's what we are doing, right? No, that is what we are doing. We are doing that.
Yeah.
So it also depends on our practice. It also depends on how strong is our intention and how good are our parmi. So if we don't have that, it might not happen, no matter how much I try.
Yeah.
That's
I
all.
got that. Thank you.
So what a woman can do then? A woman can get liberation in this life and be done with it. A man can become an arhat, and a woman can also become an arhat. That means no rebirth. Simple. Which is the best thing that can happen. And hence Buddha did not teach many things which he knew, because that was of no use. Like, somebody says that I want to be Brahma for 100 years. And Buddha would laugh at it. What kind of a person are you? You get liberation from rebirth. That's it. That is possible. Whether you're a woman or a man or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can do it. Just do it. Now, can a woman become an anagami? Yes, absolutely fair. But can she become Mahabrahma? Not possible. Not in our dream. Yeah, she can go to Suddhavasa. Absolutely fair. Because if she can become an arhat, she can also become an anagami. Simple. Now, there is a Brahma realm which is reserved for anagami. So she'll go there. What's the problem? She will not come into the womb existence. Fair. But can she become Mahabrahma? And the answer is no. But I want to become. Okay, try. And for that, Buddha has answered that. I think somebody would have gone and asked like that, I want to try. Okay, here it is. Okay, now we'll go further. So, here what happens, this is the first ground. And what's the second ground? Santi bhikkhave khidda padosika nama deva te ativelam hassa khiddharati dhamma samapanna viharanti tesam ativelam hassa khidda rati dhamma sammapananam viharantam sati sammussati satiya sammosa te deva tamha kaya chavanti. So there are these gods. And what do? Just like we keep on laughing and playing around, kidding, there are devas of that kind. Okay. Now, why do they do it? Because they entertain themselves. Why are we laughing? Because we are entertaining ourselves. Why are we playing? Because we want to entertain ourselves. So, Aryu, why is your son playing baseball? Because he's entertaining himself. Why do people play football? For the very same reason. Why do they play cricket? For the very same reason. So what they were doing then, they will do here. Kidda means krida. Krida means sports. Okay? Yes. Yes. Exactly. So that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So they keep on laughing. Hassa is to laugh. Kidda means sports. They keep on laughing and they keep on playing, amusing themselves. That's a deva. Okay. So, by the way, Aryu, we would have been all of this in our past lives. By the time we have come here and trying to struggle our life, what next to be done? We would have been all. That's the reason we keep on laughing. We would love to play, and all of that is because of that. So they lose their mindfulness and they pass away from the host of that God. And it's possible that one of those beings passes away from the host and is reborn in this place. It is, he was on top, he understood, oh my goodness, I've come here. So what does he do? He becomes an anagarika. And then he will find his past life, but not beyond that. So he now regrets having done so. And since they're able to see their past, they're able to see why it is this way, so then they know that it is ekaccha sasattika, ekaccha asasattika. In one way it is eternal, and in another way it is not eternal. Ekacham sasattam, ekacham asasattam, attanancha lokancha panyapeti. So now they understand, in one way it is eternal, because I'm seeing that those people are there permanently, they are not changing, whereas we are changing. I was in that realm. Due to my bad deeds, I have come into this realm. Got it? Then we come to the third ground. Santi bhikkave manopadosika nama deva te ativelam anyamanyam upanijhayanti te ativelam anyamanyam upajhayanta anyamanyamhi chittani padusanti te anyamanyam padutha chitta kilantakaya kilanta chitta te deva tamha kaya chavanti. So what they do is, it's like two people standing like this. They keep on observing and observing and observing and observing each other, staring at themselves, and then their body grows tired. So they get angry. And the moment they get angry, they lose that power and they come down. And they then do the same thing. They become anagarika, and then they see, oh, these beings are permanent and I am not. So in one way it is eternal, and in another way it is non-eternal. So then the fourth ground is that Ida bhikkhave ekaccho samano va brahmano va takki hoti vimamsi. You see, they use word vimamsi, inquirer. So takka means tarka, means debating. Pariyahatam vimamsa anucharitam sayampatti bhanam evam aha. What? Yam ko idam uchyati chakkum itipi sotam itipi ghanam itipi jivha itipi kayo itipi ayam atta aniccho adduvo asasatto viparinama dhammo yancha ko idam uchyati chittani va manonti va vinyananti va ayam atta niccho duvo sasatto avi parinama dhammo sasatti sam tateva tatasati. Meaning, eye, ears, nose, tongue, body, I agree, it's anicca. It's uncertain and also impermanent. Agreed. Adhuvo, unstable. Asasatto, cannot be said as self. Viparinama dhammo, You don't know what next eye is going to be given, next ear, next nose, next tongue, next body. But this what is called a chitta, mano, vinyana, whatever name it is called as, it is nicho, stable, it is permanent or it is certain. Dhuvo, stable. Sasatto, eternal in nature. Viparinama dhammo, no changes is possible. Sasatti sam tatheva tasati. So here I can see the mind stays. On the mind the body comes, but the mind is the witness of the body which has come, the eye which has come, the ear which has come. So in one way it is sasatta, another way is asasatta. In one way it is eternal, another way it is non-eternal. There is a fourth ground of argument. So these are the four ground on which the ascetics and Brahmins assert that in one way it is eternal, in another way is non-eternal. So what Buddha says is, Taidam bhikkave tathagato pajanati ime ditti thanana evan gahita evam paramattha evangika bhavanti evam bhasi samparaya iti tancha tathagato pajanati tato cha uttaritaram pajanati tancha pajananam na paramamasati aparamasato chassa pachantanyeva nibbhuti vidita vedananam samudayancha attagamancha sadancha adinavancha nisaranancha yatabhutam viditva anupada vimukto bhikkave tathagato. What it says? Taidam bhikkave tathagato pajanati. This one, the Tathagata knows it. Ime dittithana, if you hold on to this view, evan gahita, gahita means if you acquire it, evam paramattha, paramattha is wrong interpretation, evam gahita bhavanti evam bhisa samparaya iti. It makes them feel that by doing this, this life will come, by doing that, that life will come. Tancha tathagato pajanati, he knows it, that you can go beyond it. And since he does not misapprehend that understanding, he has realized the quenching within himself. Just like we are wanting to quench our thirst, trying to see how the Brahma realm happens. Will I be reborn in this place? Will I do this? Will I do that? That kind of thinking, Tathagata has already given up, because he has seen for himself nothing is certain, nothing is eternal. Neither the mind is certain, nor the mind is eternal. Nor the eye is certain, the eye is eternal. The nose is certain, the nose is eternal. Like that. Having truly understood Vedananam, the feelings, Samudaya. Samudaya is arising. Attagamancha. Attanga means sunset. Samudaya Attanga. Asadancha. Asada is gratification. Adinavancha, drawback. Nissaranancha, escape. Yatha bhutam viditva anupada vimukto bhikkave tathagato. So the Tathagata doesn't get into any one of this Brahma feeling or this feeling or that feeling, because he has found out there is no real thing. So he says, these are the principles deep and hard to see. Ime kote bhikkave dhamma gambira duddasa duranubodha santa panita ataka vachara nipuna pandita vedaniya ye tathagato sayam abhinya satchikatva pavedeti yehi tathagatasya yatha bhucham vannam samma vadama vadeyam. If you understand this, what I just now spoke, you have rightly understood what the Tathagata is capable of knowing and what the Tathagata is able to explain. Not about those funny ethics what you were talking about. That's not what Tathagata does. He makes clear whether it is eternal or it is non-eternal. Is it partially eternal and partially not eternal? Okay. Attavaloko, Anantavaloko is what he has explained here in the Brahmajala Sutta. And then if you say yes or either one of them, it causes a problem. Either you will say it's always eternal. So, tam jivam tam shariram, anyam jivam anyam shariram. The jiva in this sense is the mind, the chitta, the purest light. The light is there, it will grasp the object. So what object it will grasp? If there is no thing to grasp, it will grasp itself, which is called Brahma. So it's pure. Now we have grasped this hard rock kind of body. So we are called as humans. If this chitta were to grasp an animal kind of the body, it will be called as an animal. That's all. If this chitta is grasping Deva, then it is called a Deva. If it is grasping itself, is called as Brahma. Simple. Okay. So let's end here because I don't want to take this cosmos is finite, infinite.